Hey guys, what's up? It's Perez, and today we're taking a look at the WuQue Mini M, QiYi's new take on a 60mm 4x4 that is based on their flagship 4x4, the 62mm WuQue. So is the new 4x4 a good and reliable option like the highly acclaimed WuQue, or is it just a compromise in a convenient package? Let's find out. So the QiYi WuQue Mini is a 60mm 4x4 that was released on 23rd July of 2018. It's a miniaturized version of the immensely popular QiYi WuQue 62mm, and it's catered towards the cubers who have smaller hands and prefer smaller cubes. It weighs in at 135.4 grams, and the compacted size results in a heavier cube, and it is heavier than the WuQue M, the original one, by only 0.4 grams. It comes in stickerless black and white variants. The stickered variants have the GAN/MGF half-bright shades, whereas the stickerless versions have QiYi's stickerless color shades and imitate a full bright sticker shade. My WuQue came really fast right out of the box, so I put in some Moyoloop V1 to keep it at a somewhat similar speed and make it more controllable. But that was weird because most users describe the WuQue for being sluggish right out of the box, so it was an oddity among everything. After baking in, the cube became very nice, fast, and controllable. There were minimal lockups, and when they did occur, they happened when doing parity, where there were a lot of middle layer moves. The 3x3 stage was by far the best I felt in any 4x4 to this date. The cube particularly focuses on giving you a hybrid of soft and crispy turning, and it has a linear tactile bump whenever you turn. The magnet strength is nearly double in the inners as it is in the outers, and I really like that. The inners don't turn unnecessarily like many other 4x4s, and the cube in general was very stable even if it was quite fast. The tensions come pretty tight right out of the box, and you can fix that in two ways, either by loosening the cube and applying some medium speed lube, or just by adding some speed lube, and the latter, in my opinion, is not the best option, but it's also something that people who don't like to do setups can try. The final issue with the design of this cube was its screw bit required to tension it. It was relatively small compared to the WuQue and conventional cubes, and because of that, it was kind of a pain to go and get a different screw bit just for this cube particularly. So keep that in mind. The design of the mini WuQue stays somewhat faithful to the original. The key differences being that the internals are now primary plastic and the edges don't have a groove on them. The corner base has a primary plastic at the end, and the corner base seems to have been cut down by a little bit. All the pieces have magnet slots in the magnetic version, and unlike the previous iteration, it's way more convenient. The centers are the same, and the contact between the pieces is nearly identical. The corner cutting on this puzzle is moderate at my preferred tensions, and it cuts about 1 QB in normal cuts and about line to line in reverse. This results in a few lockups in parity, but nothing too serious. The design is great, and it translates into a softer WuQue that has near effortless turning and is extremely controllable. The few lockups that do distract me are there when I'm doing parity, and sometimes there are major lockups and deformations that are really annoying. They are easily fixed, but they tend to occur when turning fast and pushing the cube's corner cutting way beyond its limits. Looser tensions should do the trick if you can compensate for the speed with some heavy lube. Unfortunately, I don't have any on me right now, so I'm stuck with tight tensions for now. I've used WuQue Mini M's with heavy lubes in competitions, but they felt very slow and sluggish. Whether it's because of not breaking in or just design flaws, I'm not sure, but it's up to you on this one. The WuQue comes in a new box that isn't nearly as cheap as the previous one, and it looks a lot like Moyu boxes. Inside you get this tutorial pamphlet, but nothing else, which is surprising considering the accessories given by rival companies. But in the end, it's not all that bad, since the cube's performance definitely makes up for it. In the end, the WuQue Mini is a cube with a huge amount of potential, and it is definitely a must-have for 4x4 enthusiasts, and especially if you have small hands. But I can't say it's the best. The AOSO GTS2M is a cube that I haven't tried yet, and it's supposed to be one of the best 4x4s, so I'll just have to leave it at that. But anyways guys, that's it for today's review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Everything changes.